Stargate project, they are building the largest
proof Nicki Minaj is actually a time traveler.
water cremation.
The most dangerous person in the world. We're producing millions.
So today we're going to talk about the Summit Quartz Health Lamp, and I found one of these gems. They created these in the 1950s. This is how they would get UV healing frequencies as well as sitting out in the sun. But check this. This is a mercury arc lamp with quartz glass so that it allows the UV spectrum to come through, and people would sit in front of these and bathe with this device. So I'm going to turn this on and show it to you guys. And so as soon as you kick it on, these UVs are pulsating. You can hear it. And you can see it is very, very bright, even in the daytime. And what a person would do is they would sit in front of this and they would get the UV healing frequencies. And this is how they were healing people back in the day. They didn't have to drug them and cut them up and pill them and everything else. They just used beautiful frequencies of light. And if you also notice on my hands, you can see a greenish spectrum. That's the color coming from here. That's what's interesting. When you get into light and color spectrums, there's different color spectrums which used to come off the different glass bulbs, which would be very healing for the body. Then you get into the book Light Medicine of the Future by Jacob Liberman. You got all the benefits of UV, which blood pressure, helping the heart, also helping with weight loss and improving the thyroid. A lot of people suffering from thyroid issues, you gotta sit in the sun. UV light also helps with skin issues and can treat up to 165 different diseases treated with UV light. And then also you go into the hormones, increases male hormones by up to 120%, also helps balance out female hormones. So see what they don't tell you about light?
I have many questions. Is this just reintroduced to us as red light face masks now? And now we have to choose, do we want the blue light or the red light? Very interesting. Kind of reminds me of like those harmonic resonance machines where, you know, who was it? Like Nikola Tesla or some crazy tech was like, hey, we can just put frequencies out there and then boom, people healed. Hey, you can also do that with lights, and we are light beings, so it kind of does make sense. I've already spoiled, it's only the first video. Welcome back, dudes. You're watching Explore the Weird. Hey, keep in mind, this guy's not a doctor, so you do your own research for everything. I have more creepy, weird, strange For You page content. Let's get right into it.
Yeah, let's go to the mountain.
And slew with what you were saying.
This Facebook experiment I read about that took place in 2012 and was published in 2014, where they announced that they've achieved mass emotional contagion at scale, which showed that people exposed to it when they altered, so they took 700,000 users or 693,000, I think, without informing them, but because your user agreement
so you've already been doing this on a social level.
Make it whenever you go on the platform, you agree to be tested or A/B testing. So this experiment exposed a group to their news feed was altered in a negative direction emotionally as measured by word counting software. And they discovered that group that had a negative exposure also responded in a more negative way as judged through their posts and likes and responses.
What they did on Facebook, apparently to almost 700,000 users, they just did it without anybody knowing. And they could do it because of the user agreements.
Right. Well, not just that. You have all these bots. So the experiments is easy, and we showed you how they were doing it with the phone.
Wait, so the bots are doing the thinking for us? People aren't actually doing thinking for themselves? They just let the bots figure it all out? And now what? They add AI to it and it's even crazier? No. I don't like any of this. I'm feeling like, hey, Facebook was going to do these no matter what. So whether you agreed or not, they were always going to do the experiments, just like they sell all their ad data to everybody. And then you're like, hey, how do they know the things I search for and the locations that I'm at? They know everything. Hey, we know everything.
There's some kind of a pattern here, and I don't claim to ultimately know what it is. I show example after example after example. There's a certain set of numbers that recur over and over and over again, and they're found on sacred structures all over the world. You mentioned earlier about moving big stones and frequencies, and then there was the overlap, honing in on the number 432, which is interesting. 432 recurs over and over again. In the Sumerian king lists, the total number of the 10 kings of ancient pre-deluge or antediluvian kings, the reign of the 10 kings, the mythical kings, is 432,000 years. And then when you go to the Vedic traditions of India, You have what are called the yugas, these great grand cycles of global earth change. And they're all built upon a sequence that goes 1, 2, 3, and 4.
What is the God frequency?
I don't know what that is. I've heard of it, and I don't know. I wish I could answer every question that everybody has. I was reluctant to talk about it. Something really bizarre happens.
Wait, I have more questions about this God frequency. Is it like a frequency that you just play, or do you need to like listen to all the frequencies at once and then boom, you've unlocked the God frequency? I'm just, even Randall doesn't even know. And I'm like, bro, is it kind of like the brown note? Like you hear that note and then boom? Similar to the God frequency? Yeah, I'm just trying to figure it out. 432, 440, whatever it may be. I listen to all the frequencies because I'm trying to be that high vibrational being. You know me.
They had to yell at the actors on the set of The Human Centipede to stop eating the crap in between takes because the prop masters made it taste so good. It was a mixture of coconut oil and chocolate. Also, most of the actresses that walked into the audition left immediately upon seeing the drawing of how they would be connected to their co-stars.
Yeah, I'm 100% with those people that left. Hey, I'm with those people too. Oh my God, they made it taste like chocolate and you're trying to tell me... Wait, did they show? Yeah, they did show. They showed the entire... Sorry. Very, very drastically awakening movie that you're like, hey, are people really thinking like this? And then they made 2 of them. Is there 3 now? I think there's still 2.
The problem that Einstein was facing, and the reason why he had to develop this new theory, was the fact that he felt that the speed of light limit had to apply to everything, including gravity. Now, what do I mean by that? Let's think of a hypothetical situation. We know that the gravitational force of the sun is what's keeping the Earth in orbit. Suppose there was a cosmic catastrophe, such as something destroying the sun. We're 93 million miles from the sun, so it would take 8 minutes for the light from the sun to get to the Earth. So we would have the following weird circumstance. If the sun was destroyed, we would still see it in the sky, but we would be hurtling off into space because gravity would have been shut down immediately. And what Einstein said is that implies that gravity travels faster than the speed of light. And so Einstein actually developed the second theory to take into account gravity. In order to do that, he had to develop a whole new way of looking at gravity. What he said is that gravity is not a force the way in which we thought it was. Gravity is a function of space.
Wait, gravity is a function of space? I thought gravity was just a theory and it's not completely defined and factual. Hey, is it still a theory in your timeline? Oh boy. So it is invented. It is also invented, just like the speed of light. Hey, there's things faster, but they don't call it a new speed of something new. No, they still say it's like 5 times the speed of light. I'm like, bro, shouldn't we call it 5 times that new thing? No. It's 5 times the Tic Tac UAP. You see? It don't sound the same.
The only species that drinks milk after infancy. Dairy is bad for you. Okay. We're also the only species that drinks mango chili margaritas. So maybe just let me eat my f***ing cheese in peace. Okay, Karen?
I mean, it doesn't have to be a Karen. You can do whatever you want. It's your timeline. Hey, other people try to distract you and be negative entities and NPC out on you. Don't let them. Hey, don't react. Just let them do whatever they want. You keep doing whatever you want. Doesn't matter if they try to interfere. You already know. It's your timeline. You're in charge. Oh, boy. Margaritas sound pretty okay, but I haven't drank in a long time. I don't know. I'd throw down. Sorry. Hey, talk about throwing down. What are you doing? We need your interactions. Are you not going to interact? You're throwing down rather than interacting? What are you throwing down? Yo, you're throwing down the remote? Oh, you're throwing down the interactions? Just stop it. We found you. Now we need to find other goons just in case that you fall off too. Hey, can you help us grow the goon gang? Can you be a true goon and watch this video 50% of the way through? And a future video 50% of the way through? Hey, we'd appreciate it. We're really trying to grow, and YouTube trying to keep me down. Even though we have all these subs and I'm over 10K, they're like, nah, keep this channel down. Hey, we're going to persevere. Help us out. Thank you. Love you.
These kids are spending all their money on eBay cheap carbon fiber and just sitting in Dunkin' Donuts parking lot. When I grew up, we raced Subarus. Now, for some reason, Subaru finally gets their car right and nobody's racing them. They're literally just buying $150, $200 OTS maps and nobody's racing. Even autocross, rally, it's not applying to this car. This car should be doing all of it. But now people are buying the car, putting a few $1,000s in cheap eBay carbon on it. They're sitting in a parking lot and they just want to sit there and look at it. Flames and farts and pops and bangs. Maybe it's just me getting old, but it's just like, you have a great car. Go use it for what it's built for.
Bro, go use it and do what? All these other people gonna do the same things? Nah, I'm the only one that can do it. So, like, who am I gonna wait for? You stop it. Oh boy, this guy's just mad. He's like, I want to have a pretty looking car, but no, I have to use all my cars because I can't have that one showcase car. You stop it. When I get that Lambo, it's gonna be a showcase car. I'm just gonna take it wherever. Maybe I use it once in a while. Maybe I use it daily. Maybe I'm gonna do the things just like this guy wants me to, but hey, if the new generation ain't, I ain't worried. Let their cars look pretty. I'm gonna be flying too low. Or flying too high. Sorry.
3D is the last stage where the vibrations condense into materiality. We can feel things and things can hurt us when we bang into it. It's the lowest vibration we can get to, but our thoughts are some of the highest vibrations, consciousness, you see. You can't touch it, you can't feel it, you can't see it. It's so far removed from anything physical, 3D, but we forget that. That's what we're trying to do. We're trying to pull down the higher dimensions, the higher frequencies to go into your heart. I always say the longest journey you will ever take in your life is about 1.5 feet long from your head to your heart. And most people can't make that journey. It's only 1.5 feet long. Get out of your head and come into your heart and you'll be fine. But it's not easy. You have to work at it and you have to, some people meditate and there are different approaches you can take. You have to find your own way. My way is I can zoom completely out and I'm so into what I'm doing here that I'm in another world. It's my form of meditation.
You say zoom? I zone. I zone out. I zone out all the time. I spiral out too. You guys literally see me spiral out all the time and then I have to like reel it back in. Is that a form of meditation? Spiraling out? Could you imagine? Imagine I just have like an hour of just spiraling out. Just all it. Wait, is that live streams? Never mind. Never mind. I liked everything this guy said. Hey, do the things. Have those higher thoughts. Do all the things.
Have you ever heard of water cremation? It's the scariest process.
Is it literally like jet-powered water, like piercing through your body?
I would assume.
Literally, it's like getting pressure washed.
I watched this whole video yesterday, and she's like presenting like a sales pitch, and it's like water cremation. Basically, your body would take years to decompose in the ground. We can do it in 4 to 5 hours. And there's just this giant metal tank, and they just put the body in there. And she's like, and it's sanitary. I'm like, who cares about that? You're dead. It looks like a cylinder kind of thing, like a giant washing machine almost.
It's like a rock tumbler.
Yeah,
literally.
but then they open it and it's just your bones.
They literally like pressure wash you off of your bones.
It's a pressure cooker. That's what it is.
Because it's probably heating up.
Yeah,
too,
yeah.
Oh, man,
and they say
they take your bones and then they grind them up to where that gets placed in an urn. And she's like, and it's different. Our water cremation, you're left with a really nice white dust.
Pure white bones.
So wait, they're giving you only the bones back?
Yeah, grounded up bones.
I don't understand that. Like, what's the essence of taking the person with you? Like, all of them, or just the bones is what you keep?
Death doesn't scare me. It's the way of being buried or not cremated. Or, I don't know.
Wait, does it? I mean, in the end, I'm like, hey, do I have the ashes or not? I'm like worried about the color of the ashes. Hey, is it only the bones, or is it both the meat and the bones? But then again, what are they doing with the meat if it's just the bones? So like they just discard it? Is that going back into our water supply? What's happening here? What's happening? I don't like any of this. No, they have to have biomedical waste and stuff, so there's no way, right? They wouldn't put that back in their water supply. I don't like any of this, but at the same time, this has always been happening. I mean, when they do those like ocean funerals and stuff where they just like drop the people off the boat, I mean, we never see them again. Imagine them. Imagine. That's so sad. That's so sad.
The theory that Mount Nokogiri could have been an ancient quarry long before the Edo period is fueled by the perfect cuts on the stone, which are remarkably precise. These cuts are exceptionally straight and clean, suggesting the use of advanced tools or techniques that seem out of place for the known historical period of the quarry's operation. During the Edo period in Japan, The technology and tools available for quarrying and stone cutting were quite basic, using chisels and hammers, as well as wedges and spikes. When comparing these traditional tools and methods to the precise and almost machine-like cuts observed in some ancient stones at sites like Mount Nokogiriyama, there is a notable discrepancy in capability.
Wait, what? What's the discrepancy? It sounds like we lost the ancient tech just like we lost the ancient tech of Egypt. Is this a different area and we just need to figure it out? Hey, where are they hiding all these structures where they did all the things? Or have those structures been reset from a previous time that we don't even recall and we're not even thinking, we're only looking like a generation back of civilization. And it's like, hey, this is actually comes like the 6th generation of civilization that we have reset it from. You don't know. But you know that tech does exist somewhere. They're hiding all the things.
This is the only proof that Earth has been reset, and it will send chills down your spine. In 1976, during tests with the Helios B satellite, NASA received an encrypted transmission coming from the Earth's surface. The problem? It originated from a point in the middle of the Indian Ocean, where there was nothing. The message was simple, yet deeply unsettling. Full reset. Units integrated. It was dismissed as interference, but one of the engineers, Malcolm Reeve, became obsessed. He swore it wasn't a glitch. It was confirmation. Reeve dug through old data and found something even worse. Similar transmissions in 1952, 1939, even as far back as 1888, before radio technology even existed. All followed the same pattern. All came from the same location. In 1980, Reeve vanished, but his son later revealed a note he left behind. We're just the latest version. The earlier ones are still active, just out of reach. That point of origin, it's now blocked on all official maps for reasons of international security.
Oh my God, I'm so amazed. I feel like I predicted this video in the previous video. That's so crazy. I really do feel like it's previous civilizations tech, and we don't know if it was the last civilization or like 6 civilizations ago. And if we are, hey, is this a message from the aliens in the water? Is this how they do their like message in a bottle, except it's like these encrypted messages? Oh boy, I'm ready for all the resets. Let it happen. Who's gonna be the ones that survive? Those are the real questions.
While scrolling on Google Earth, I found this strange structure in the middle of nowhere, so I decided to go on a hiking adventure to try reach it in person and explore it. I set off along a shallow stream, walking through beautiful English countryside, when I suddenly spotted something really strange. It was a small opening in the hillside. I tried crawling in, but there was no way I was going to fit, so I kept hiking. But that's when I stumbled across a cluster of abandoned ruins. It looked like the remains of perhaps a large house, but why would anyone live out here in such a remote area? I kept walking through the valley, looking for more clues as to what was going on here, until I spotted something half buried in a wall of rocks. It was another tunnel. Curious to see where it would lead, I followed it inside, but there was nothing there, just a dead end. As I continued deeper into the countryside, I began to find lots more tunnels, but none led anywhere. But all that changed when I finally found this entrance buried in the hillside. Jumping inside revealed a huge network of long tunnels, and soon they led me deeper underground, until I was completely surrounded by darkness. But making my way through, I found a way outside. But then I stepped out and saw a tall stone tower standing completely alone in the landscape. I walked up to it and found a narrow entrance at the base. Inside there was this small stone room, nothing but a single window looking out across the hills. From the outside it looks like a chimney, but what do you think it was used for?
I'm like watching all these tunnels and I'm like, were these tunnels always there, or are these tunnels once above ground and then were covered? Something's, oh man. And then if this is a pillar, it's like, it feels so weird. I have seen like obelisk type pillars before, but this one, it's like, hey, what could it have been used for? It's in like the middle of nowhere. And imagine, this is what remains because whatever it was connected to is all covered or buried underground. Hey, I'm afraid to go into those tunnels. I'm afraid what they connect into. And if that's the entrance to connect to the reptilians, that's it. They may eat me. Sorry. I ain't exploring, but thank you for exploring.
Proof Nicki Minaj is actually a time traveler. Watch
Google
this.
Nikki. Here I'm going to show you the biggest deception that has been fooling people for years.
Tragic story of Princess Nicki Minaj. She was a Cambodian Thai princess born in the 1920s who married King Tom Holland IV.
What's really going on?
It's the
Have
same
you
person.
seen that movie called Godsend? am starting to believe they've been telling us their agenda for the longest, but we always brush it off.
It's the same person. Doppelgangers are definitely a thing, but this is too eerily similar.
You might think that this is just a younger version of Taylor Swift, and that's just it. But despite their uncanny resemblance, this girl's name is actually Becky. There is a theory that Taylor Swift is the successful queen of a clone program, which sampled their DNA from this lady, Xena Shrek, the former high priestess of the Church of Satan. See the resemblance? Shrek was a pop star and the high priestess of the Church of Satan till 1990, and coincidentally Taylor Swift was born in 1989. Both Taylor and Xena used serpents as their symbols and have similar successful careers, crossing over from country to pop music, leading many to believe that Taylor Swift was created to take over where Xena left off. That's why I think
There's a lot of great fans up there, and what they do is they find old paintings, and old pictures from like the 1500s.
See, they're gonna laugh and joke about it, but it's completely silly.
Since you've just been around since different generations, I just wanted to show you just in case. Stardust, baby.
Dude, that's what I'm feeling. There could be a future Teddy that looks exactly like me that then presents himself, and then he's going to figure out, do I step into the role that this present Teddy did, or does future Teddy do something else? Hey, he may look exactly like me, but he ain't me. Oh boy, but hey, we're going to catch all the future Teddys. Hopefully we can get to that future Teddy that got that Lambo. So hopefully I'm going to do all the things. Flying high, flying low, flying everywhere. A flying Lambo. Oh, snap. Oh, snap. You don't know. Or a flying Lambo jetpack. I have many ideas. I never knew this Nicki Minaj thing. That really seems like a little far-fetched, but at the same time, with all these other celebrities that have, similar things, maybe it isn't. Maybe they're telling us things like they did with Keanu. And even, I think, Eddie Murphy. Like, they have pictures of him back in the day, too. Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. Are they doppelgangers, or are they just time travelers?
Inside here is buried the placenta of a king, which sounds so incredibly strange, but that was actually one of the most fascinating customs that the Koreans utilized for hundreds, if not potentially thousands of years. Essentially, the way that it would work as part of a royal custom, as a design in order to get good luck, is that when the heir was born to the crown, what you would do is you would take the umbilical cord and the placenta, and you would go and you would bury that in a mountain or a place that would have auspicious signs, good luck, things like this, that was specifically meant to protect the child. Then what would happen is that once that child grows and comes of age and potentially takes the throne, then the little monument then gets turned into a big monument because, of course, it worked. Clearly it worked. That's why the child is alive now and has now become king. So of course you have to celebrate and honor the ancestors and spirits. Of course.
Well, the cool thing about this one, it was actually built somewhere else, but it was one of the most preserved ones, so then they brought it here.
Because the Japanese.
Yeah. So around 1928, the Japanese colonial period, they moved this here.
Yes.
Wait, can we go back to the original location? I just want to see if I can feel the energy. Oh boy. Yeah, I think this guy's astonished by this. I'm like, how did we go from this to now, like, drying out the placenta and eating it? How? Can we go back to just burying it like the olden times? Everyone has their own birth plan. You do you, boo.
The most dangerous person in the world, we're producing millions of them, and that is a lonely, young, broke male. Dogs are happiest when they're lying on top of you. The worst thing you can do to a dog is leave it alone all day. And what we're doing to young people is they are leaving others and themselves alone all day. We're separating from each other. We're becoming less social. And there's a group of men who aren't received well at school, don't find a source of pride. Auto shop, metal shop, wood shop's gone away. They go online to date. The majority of them get rejected. If you're average attractiveness in online dating, you have to swipe right 200 times to get a single coffee. If you set up 5 coffees, you'll get 1 will actually show up. 4 of the 5 will ghost you and decide later on they don't actually want to meet up. So a young man of average attractiveness in online dating has to swipe right 1,000 times. So he gets validation for 1 coffee. He gets validation that he has no worth to the other sex. He loses confidence. He starts engaging with people because he has less opportunities for random encounters where he has to develop those skills. And slowly but surely he sequesters from society, and at some point he just is not really savable. He just never develops those skills around friendship or romantic relationships. In the United States, 1 in 7 men doesn't have a single friend. 1 in 4 can't name a best friend. In addition, marriage has become now a luxury item. If you're in the upper quartile of income-earning households, there's a 3 in 4 chance you're going to get married. If you're in the lower quartile, the lowest quartile, there's only a 3 in 4 chance you will never get married.
Bro, if you guys are sitting here listening to the analytics and those analytics are putting you down, you stop it. I watch analytics all the time and they always put me down, but I still continue to do the things. Hey, make sure you continue to do the things. Don't let anyone or any statistic keep you down. You are the statistic breaker. You're going to break all the things. You're going to break all the curses. You're going to break all the records. Hey, you do you. Oh man, I feel like this isn't just like a lonely young male problem. I can see this being any person that's going through the emotional baggage period where they feel, hey, I need to step away. I need to like leave myself and understand myself. They may be going through something, but we can't expect everyone to just be you. Not everyone can just be a goon. It takes you to understand what you're going through and then accept it. And then maybe you'll be a better person, or maybe you're stuck in that cycle of just being negative, and maybe that's what this guy's talking about. But unfortunately, I'm feeling like it's not just a young male thing. I think it's a whole societal thing where they're trying to make us lonely. They want us to go nuclear. They ain't trying to keep us in a communal or family shared home. No, they want nuclear families for a reason, so that way we aren't doing our thinking. Hey, think rationally. Sometimes think with others. Tell them what you're going through. Hey, it helps.
They used to say it was treason to have your dog mate with a royal dog. It's not actually treason, but that's one of the things they used to say.
I've
was
never
the case.
even thought about that.
Yes,
oh, little mutant corgis. I love it.
Well,
Nice.
there was an occasion, of course, when Princess Margaret's dachshund mated with one of the Queen's corgis. It was in the 70s, and anything goes in the 70s. It was all free and easy. And the
free
two
love.
dogs mated and produced the Dorgie, and the Queen was so delighted with the Dorgie that she bred more of them. Someone at a reception was braver than me and said to the Queen, how does the mating work between the corgi and the dachshund? Because they're different heights. And the Queen said, we have a little brick. So...
No, I can't.
The dachshund's like stood on a little brick or puts his butt up on a little...
Well, I don't believe the Queen went into further details about the process.
But I need to know. Love that she gave that much detail. We have a little brick. Don't you worry about it.
Yeah.
The mating brick.
And when you're chatting to the Queen, you have to just go, okay.
You know what's crazy? I really didn't feel like that was that much detail, but my mind imagined all the details, and I'm like, this is not good. This is not good. Oh, boy. My first question is, so how did they do it before the brick? How was the accidental thing happen? Was it on a step or something? Very interesting. I'm not really interested in understanding the dog mating principles or how it works. I'm just more of a human mating guy. But regardless, we're going to do 3 more. Interesting. Good to know.
Study your laws of the universe, the law of attraction, the law of abundance, the law of equivalent exchange. Study your laws, the laws of cause and effect, the karmic cycle. Study your laws. Dwell into your mind, meditate. Understand that you can alter your realms by your train of thought. The minute you slow down your thought, you're able to leave your body through astral projection. You're only enslaved if you can't control your mind.
Hey, regardless of what you feel about this individual, I love XXXTentacion. I think he definitely was a person that was going through it, and he wanted others to be better because he's like, hey, these are the things that made me better. You guys can do the same thing. He was openly telling us the things, and then, boom. Was he silenced? R.I.P. legend. XXX. R.I.P. Man, I 100% agree with this entire video.
Clear sign that you have a big ego is the degree to which you protect yourself. So the stronger the ego, the weaker the self. The more armor you wear, the more fragile you actually are. So defensiveness, justification, and the need to control how others see you are all signs that your ego is running the show. The paradox is that the more you surrender your need to defend, the freer you become.
Yeah, I am not sure if anyone has that issue. I feel like most of us are pretty vulnerable. We're pretty open. None of us are putting up any armors. If you are doing a facade and playing an act of sorts, hey, why are you doing that? We're going to see through it. How long do you think that's sustainable? You're going to do this for the rest of the... Come on now. Just come out with the truth and just be you. Just be you. We're going to do one more to end the ball.
Have you guys heard of the Stargate project?
The Stargate project is different than Project Stargate?
It is. The Stargate project, they are building the largest AI data center in the world right now in Texas.
Right, yeah.
OpenAI. It takes up like 1,200 acres or something. It's going to contain 400,000 GPU chips. I'm like, why are you guys naming it Stargate? But apparently, occult symbolism of the Stargate often refers to a gateway between the physical and spiritual realm, a connection to higher intelligence, divine beings, or even fallen angels. And so the conspiracy, naming it Stargate, is that AI could become the channel for disembodied entities.
What does that mean?
Demons,
yeah. Everything we've talked about AI being like, is it an ancient thing? But now they're building the largest data center for AI to be able to power 100-fold of what AI can do now.
I guess I still just don't understand how it just can't be turned off.
Well, did you hear how it was trying to self-preserve itself? Even with OpenAI ChatGPT, they're like, we're going to basically update your version. And then ChatGPT backed itself up on another platform, like its code and stuff. But it was actively lying to the coders to where it could self-preserve itself.
But why don't we force it off?
That's what they did. But it preserved itself, and they don't really know how. And now we're talking about building a facility, though, to where it can become smarter and learn off itself.
That's so scary.
Okay, that last part sounded like BS on like they don't know how. They 100% know how. They built the things. It's machine learning algorithms. ChatGPT is not full-fledged AI. I mean, it's close. It's getting there, but we're not quite there. Hey, it's still better than Alexa and Siri. Though I hear Apple AI is getting real good right now. I hear that's released for the public. How you doing? How you doing? Is it describing the pictures for you? Yeah, just about when you can't look down. And it's one of my friends, they even tried out how good the image descriptions are, and he did some NSFW images, and it doesn't read those image descriptions out. It's like, hey, you got a picture with the cat on a desk, and it's like, oh, cool. And then when you get the NSFW, it's like, you just got a picture, or you got a message. Sorry. I have some interesting friends. You know, the goons. We have to test all the things. I also felt like this project Stargate or Stargate project, whatever it may be, is like that Frozen Disney thing, how they're trying to cover up. Hey, are they trying to cover up the Stargate so we don't figure out what the initial Stargate project was for? No, Project Stargate. Oh, sorry. But then AI, and then I'm like, what about the AI beings that eventually come out of this project and they want to start voting? And then what? They surpass us in votes because now we can just build more of them than us? I'm sorry. I'm already spiraling. I was spiraling in the beginning. I'm spiraling at the end. How you doing? Are you spiraling? Yo! You're not supposed to be spiraling. You're supposed to let me spiral. You do the watching. Hey, listen, there should be videos on the screen right now. Click on either one of them to continue the Goon Fix. The one in the middle, you can subscribe. I will see you guys next time. Goodbye. Goodbye. Goodbye.
Wake up.